Let's see here. Hey, Nicole, how are you? Just getting things finalized here. How you doing tonight? Got lots of stuff coming up. Cool. I actually think I got to jump on things tonight. Knock on wood. All right. So tonight what I'm going to do is I've gone through and videoed what the basement looks like, what it looks like right now during the haunted house, and I'm going to explain to everybody why I can't stream down in the basement with the roaming cam. You'll see why. Ready for your vacation. Where are you going? Where are you going? The roaming cam up there. Cruise to the Bahamas. All right, whereabouts? Like, friend's wedding. Cool. Cool. I'll go with your baggage. I'm ready. Nice. Nice. I went down in the Caribbean. I went to Honduras, Belize, Jamaica. Yeah, I hated it. I took a cruise down to Honduras and Belize. Not good. Now I flew in and stayed in outside of Negril, outside of Kingston, actually at the opposite end of Jamaica. Love that. Had a lot of fun. But that's how I'm going to travel. I hate cruises. There's just too many people. Everybody's sick. The food is everywhere, but it's the same food, and it gets old. And I don't know. A 10-day cruise was way too long to be on a ship cooped up. I really wanted to. I like the freedom of flying in somewhere and hanging out and doing whatever. When you're stuck on a beach, on a ship, there's really not much you can do. It's a short one. Leave Wednesday. What is it, like a 5-day thing? You cruising, or are you going to fly down? Cruise. Okay, cruise. Never mind. I see that in the top there. What's the line you're going with? Carnival or? I went with Royal Caribbean. Disney. Back on Monday. Disney. Yeah. I've never been to Disneyland and won't ever go. Especially now with all the politics involved with it. Plus, I don't have any kids to take there anyways, Jason will take the boys. They'll go do some fun stuff, I'm sure. And then my boys went a couple of times with their grandparents, so I never went. It's not my cup of tea. I don't like big crowds, first off. And that was another problem I had with the ship, was there was way too many people. I don't like a lot of people. I got something in my pocket I got to get out. There. Pocket full of batteries. Over here I got a phone. Get that phone out of my pocket. There we go. Now I can get comfortable. So, yep. Disneyland. All right, cool. So, are you going to make it up on the 22nd with Sean and I? Coming up? I don't know if he said anything or not. Cool. I've got Misty from Ghost Hunt USA coming. She'll be here. That'll be interesting. So, and then he's got another, I believe she's a psychic friend. I don't think I've met her. Jennifer, I think is her name, or I'm probably wrong. I don't recall her name. But yeah, Yeah, so she'll be there. I don't know that Chris and James are going to make it. Christopher and James, I'm hoping they do, but I'm hearing today that they may or may not. Uh, so hopefully they do. Looking for another pair of glasses here. Kind of hard for me to. Old man eyes, you know how it is. Or maybe you don't. But then bifocals, I'm looking up like this all the time. Okay. These are just readers, regular everyday readers. That's all my bifocals are. Actually, I can see far away great. I can't see this anymore. So I just wear glasses all the time. You work in eye care. Well, guess what? It's been like 7 years since I've gotten a pair of glasses. And I know that this is like the cataract surgery I had. It's like it was like 2015 or something. But this one, I'm up to like a 175 diopter to see this stuff anymore. And so there's a little bit of astigmatism going on. But I get 2 pairs of bifocal glasses off of Amazon for $25, and that's just what I've been dealing with. Frames are such a ripoff. I mean, I used to sell sunglasses, and it was amazing the markup on those things. And as you know, frames are they cost a couple of bucks, and you get hundreds of dollars for a name brand frame. And the glass is really nothing. It's pretty cheap. So, yes. Yeah, I've always had good vision. I think it makes up for my bad hearing. You know how they say, your senses are heightened. If you lose one, then the rest of your senses become more heightened, and maybe that's it. I don't know. But at least I'm blessed with vision. May not be able to hear what you're saying, but I'll be able to see what you're saying. Does that make sense? So, yeah, cool. Ben, hey there, Chris. How are you? Good to see you tonight. So it's been pretty quiet around here. The haunted house is off. This was its second weekend this past weekend. It's the numbers are way down. The first weekend they opened up, I don't think they had 50 people come to combining Friday and Saturday, and this past weekend, I don't think they may have gotten close to 100 total, not very many. But this coming weekend, as we get closer and closer to Halloween, that's when people get excited and really start considering checking out the haunted houses. But this year, it's pretty cool. You guys are about to find out, because I'm going to give you a tour of the basement tonight, show you what it looked like before. Probably the last time you guys were here, Nicole and Chris. I guess it was just getting set up, but you should see it now. It's pretty crazy down there. So I'm just going to explain to everybody why I can't take my roaming cams down there into the basement, at least for now, with all the maze that they got built down there. I make 2 or 3 turns, and my cable kept getting hung up somewhere, and it's just not worth it. I can get back and do some solos back in some areas, like to get back into the potato cellar. I could probably do that reasonably easy. Take a little bit of work, but not too bad. So I may, go down there and do some stuff. Maybe this coming weekend, Sunday or something, after their haunted house and everything. One interesting thing that took place yesterday is I was sitting in here, and I won't show you any video because it was a very personal thing that was going on. They actually did an exorcism here. Yeah, pretty crazy. There was actually 3 priests. I watched the stuff kind of take place, and it was kind of interesting watching it all go on. I was told that there was going to be a service yesterday, but I had no idea that's what they were doing. And then I saw the priest getting ready in the sacristy, and then they had some stuff going on in the chapel, and they actually set up a little confessional in the viewing room. And then the family members came kind of early and whatnot. And yeah, so it was kind of crazy to watch. I didn't have any audio, so I couldn't really tell you what was being said, what was being done, what was happening, what was being performed, anything like that. But just watching it was pretty incredible. They wrapped up just about 5 o'clock, and then I had the guys come in to finish filming a segment for a music video that they're doing. I'll let you know about that one when he posts it. I'll tell you who it. I can't even tell you the name of his band, I guess. I don't know. But he'd been here twice, and he had a professional filming crew with him to videotape. They were taking some drone footage, and they were outside here on the landing outside on the second floor that you guys are aware of. And he crashed the video or the drone into a tree branch. It fell down, hit the grass. No big deal. Fortunately, his was a very small and lightweight drone. Mine would have destroyed it, but they tested it out. Everything seemed to be fine. They went ahead and continued videoing with it, and then they discovered that they got back, and apparently something happened, and when it crashed, it must have shorted out the video card because they lost all the videos. That last segment of the video that they were shooting with the drone, so they had to come back and retake that video. So they shot from the little overhang on the roof outside the windows here, and then they went up on the balcony on the 4th floor and reshot a segment up there. And I think they got everything because I didn't hear any different today, so that'll be cool. All right, Sir X, Kitty, yeah, Archie. He's actually turned into, I don't know what's going on with that guy. He's turned into quite a mellow cat these last couple of weeks. He's even like sleeping with me. He's never slept with me before. So finally, after 2 years, he may be warming up to me. I don't know, but he hasn't. He's still an asshole for the most part. I mean, I think I just know when to just leave him alone. He's kind of like me, and he knows when to just leave me alone. When I tell him to shut up, he actually shuts up because he knows that I'm not going to give in. And so I think we finally figured each other out. I don't know, but he's been a pretty cool cat lately. Jumped in the door today, brought me a mouse he caught out in the field, and then he lets it go in the RV. So I spent about a half an hour chasing a mouse around till I caught it to get it out of there. Because he brings it in, shows me, and then he just lets it go and wanders off and does other things. He just brought it in to show me. And that's like the 3rd time he's brought in live animals and then lost interest in them once he drops them off at my feet. So, yeah, poor thing. It was pretty tore up, but, he obviously played with it for a while. So I went ahead and put it out of its misery and disposed of it. But when I caught it, yeah, he brought me a present. Yeah. They say that cats do that with their owners. Apparently, they're just lousy. They think their owners are lousy hunters, and so they're showing you that they have that ability. Kind of interesting. Bumblebees. I am the bumblebee. I am the bumblebee. Da-da-da-da. There we go, guys. So anyways, yeah, I spent a little bit of time getting the videos ready today. took a little longer than I figured. Been doing a lot of TikTok. If you guys are on TikToks, I've been throwing up more and more TikToks up and having some fun with that stuff. Something new. Again, it's Axe Batch is telling me, Dad, if you want to grow your channel, you got a TikTok. And thinking, I don't want a TikTok. Know nothing about TikTok. So it's this old dog constantly learning new tricks. But it's kind of fun. It's kind of fun. And I've also got some new video programs that I'm really, really, really enjoying. So, yeah. Let's see here. At any rate, let's go back and kind of get you started with what I've done today. I'll go up on the 4th floor for a little while tonight. I don't know. Give you an idea what the basement looks like right now. Let me just rearrange some cameras here real quick. Dun, 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 dun. All right, so we're going to move this up to here. We're going to move this over to here, that to there. Okay, that'll work. That. 2nd floor, 3rd floor, 2nd floor, 1st floor. 1st floor, let's put that there. 1st floor. Yep, that's pretty good. Now let's go to the 2nd floor. 2nd floor. 2nd floor, cool. And put the 2 4th floors up there. So that's 1 and 2. And the 3rd floor is here. Okay, here we go. I'll show you now. This is the main hallway down in the basement right now. This is what we're looking at. As you can see, and I'm going to explain this all in the video here coming up as I show you here. Barbarian guys, what? Gonna go watch the Barbarian guys. What is today? Monday. Oh, it must be football. I don't know. I don't watch football anymore. They lost when they started kneeling and starting all that bullshit. I quit watching them. Overpaid little crybabies. Oh, it's a horror movie. Okay. All right, go watch your Barbarians. You can always come back and watch this. So I'm going to show you what the basement looks like tonight. Have fun there, Chris. Going with Kevin. Cool. Coolio. So, all right. So we got the basement here. You guys know about this. This is where we were set up and doing EVPs and captured so many EVPs the last time you guys were here a couple of weeks ago, just before it was all set up. And now, this is I don't think they had the mannequin set up at all then. So this is now over into the slaughter room area. The room with the chair is totally blocked off. You can't even get into the room with the chair right now. They've got it blocked off. It's not a part of the haunted house. And to keep track of people, they blocked off the entry into it, so you can't even get back to there or the saunas. So basically, that's just a camera going to sit idle, which is good. If anything moves in there, we know nobody living moved it. So if the chair moves, the animal moves, the little teddy bear moves, then we're going to know that it was no human that did it. So we got that going on. And then the basement cellar, down in the potato cellar, you can see they've moved these two little dividers here. They moved the coffin on top of the bed there. I don't know why they did that, because they're not using any of this. And you can see that the doors are closed off here now. As you come halfway down the potato cellar and you come to the cellar doors that go outside, that's where the haunted house ends down there. So that's where they'll be bringing you out of. and they made it into kind of like a mine cart that they take you down the mine, and then you get off at the very end. So I'll be showing that here in the video as well, coming up. So that's the basement, and then of course we have the sacristy. And I actually watched, as I said yesterday, some of the priest robing up. Now they weren't undressing or they were just slipping the robes over the top of their clothing. But it was kind of fun to see them how they layered stuff, because when they were fully dressed, they were different. They don't just wear this, but there's another gown that they put over the top of that. So that was kind of interesting to watch. And then I watched them as they were conferring during the ceremony. The library, nothing really changed there. We do have the good camera in there now. We've got plenty of lighting. We can see the entire library pretty much, except for with the exclusion of this little corner over here. The viewing room, this is where they set up the confessional yesterday. There's a little folding, what do they call those things? Like a shade to block it out. At any rate, they had that in front of this chair here laid out, and the people would enter through this door, stand on that side of the screen, and confess their sins. And I could see the father, communicating with them. Couldn't hear anything that was being said, absolutely nothing, which is fine, because that's, personal stuff, none of my business, or anybody else's for that matter. So then they also did a ceremony here in the chapel. What was interesting is they moved all this stuff out of here, these podiums, little podiums, and the altar and everything. They moved all that stuff out of there, and didn't use any of it. I guess they didn't need that for the ceremony that they were doing. So, so here's a new camera that I have. This is down in the bell tower, bell tower room, and now I can see all the way down the hallway. And you see that bubble of light there. Now I have a auxiliary IR light shooting down that hallway, so it lights up and illuminates the entire hallway. That makes it a whole lot better to see what's going on. Here you can see that the camera's out in the hallway now, my roaming cam. If I switch it on over here, you'll see it out there in the hallway there. So that's the roaming cam. Switch it back off. We're not using it right now. There's no sense in having it on. And I do have more lighting that I can turn on if I want, and that way it's not so dark. But I'm not going to do it right now. So let's go ahead and turn that. So we're on cam. I want to turn this one off. There we go. Okay. So we got the roaming cam, and then we have the 4th floor. And this is Abigail's room here. And the chair sitting outside her room. And then we'll look at the opposite end. And this is looking to the north now. This is the room with the balcony and long hallway there. Nothing going on there. We have the 3rd floor. Nothing happening on the 3rd floor. Of course, at the end of the hallway here in the classroom, nothing going on there. Next door, it's kind of funny. I've got you can't see it in the shot and whatnot. I've got a bunch of green screen stuff that I've set up to do some stuff with Noman Bates and have some fun with him. So you'll be seeing those come up on TikTok and whatnot, and I'll throw some up on the Facebook and wherever. Should be some fun little videos, stupid gnome jokes, basically. All right. So without further ado, and of course we got the command center. There's the camera above, as well as the roaming or the camera in front of me here. So we've got it from different views here. I do have a new skeleton up on my wall there. I don't know if you can see it in this or not. Let's see. Yeah, he's hanging up here. You can't really see him, but he's right at the top. So that wall's getting a little more creepier and a little more creepier. And it'll be year-round kind of thing. So just having some fun, So let's go ahead and get started with the videos, and I'll show you the before and afters, and you know, the one I took today is kind of a quick walkthrough, you know, and goes through fairly fast, but I'm going to be cutting in and out of what it looks like today versus what it did the day before they started all this, and give you folks that have never seen the basement a pretty good idea what it looks like in the daylight and what I have to contend with on a regular basis before the haunted house is put up, and now why I can't go down there. It's just to be dragging cable and try to get through there would be a major feat. And so you'll see here in a second why I don't do it. Now, one thing that I will be doing in the future, though, is I did buy another, while I'm on this real quick, while I'm doing investigations, could be cemeteries, it could be abandoned spots, it could be wherever, while I'm on the road, then if I have my laptop and can connect to my hotspot, I've got a new video card. So I'm going to take the roaming cam with me and be able to plug into my laptop. And that way I'll be able to stream inside these haunted locations anywhere that I'm out or at without worrying about dropping the stream as I go from one room to the other. Because again, just like it is here, it'll be tethered to a stable internet connection so that I don't get that pixelation and fluctuation like I do, provided that I can drag cable. The same thing as I'm having problems with here in the basement. Is it depends on how many places I get hung up on as to whether or not I drag cable. But something new that I'm doing that nobody else is doing that should be pretty cool if it works, and I'm sure it will. But I'll be able to do some fun stuff when I'm out and about. So that's coming. Also have that asylum. I'll be trying to line up here fairly soon. I'll try and get some dates for that. And when I do, I'll let you guys know. Let you guys know what's happening there, as well as I have another team coming in on the 27th, and that's a Thursday night. When they come in, I may live stream that. You may recognize a few of them. I'm not going to give away who it is yet, but should be an interesting night. And with that, let's go ahead and see if I can't get some of this stuff going. Oh, let's see, where's my files? And what I'm going to do is just hit stop and play, because some of this, I just didn't have time to get it all done. Nothing new, but here we go. Oh, it's on my thumb drive. Cool. Set this over here to this side. Let's open up my thumb drive. And the raw video. Here we go. This is taken today. And then, like I say, I'll be cutting in and out of this, pausing and starting video and pausing and starting video. So here we go. See how this works. Okay, after the haunted house. So, all right, you guys let me know how the volume is and whatnot. I'm going to go ahead and turn this microphone off. And hopefully I remember to turn it back on, but we'll try the desktop audio. So, here we go. All right, guys, we're about to find out how come I can't live stream down here in the basement while the haunted house is set up. So as you can see here, I'm heading down the ramp down into the basement, and almost immediately it turns into the haunted house. And this makes it a nightmare for me to be able to, let me back in the light for a second. Makes it a nightmare for me to drag my cable around to actually do a live stream down here with you guys. Now we can see the cameras and I'll point them out as we walk through here, but you'll see that the areas are very much different than how they normally are when the haunted houses are running. So let's go ahead and get started. Again, I will give you some comparisons to the befores and afters with some video that I shot prior to them setting up the basement. In fact, it was just the day before that the video before was taken. So I'll be sharing that intermittently with what you're seeing right now. So let me go ahead and switch. All right, I'll turn on the light here because it all right. Don't need to blow it out of there, but we need some light there. All right, so this is the closet, of course, where all the old lighting and stuff was stored and whatnot. So this hasn't changed at all. As we see, I guess what they do during the haunted house is they bring you down the ramp here, okay? This door would be closed. We'll go ahead and close it real quick. So apparently that door will be closed, which means you have to go through the bathroom here. All right. Pretty cool. And then we start the haunted house. Now I'm assuming that behind this door here, they would have it shut off like that. But there is a little break room in behind it. Probably would collect the tickets here. Okay, at this point I'm going to go ahead and try to transfer over to the to what it looks like before the haunted house. Okay, this is before. That's the crawl space. That's the stuff that was recovered out of that crawl space. And hopefully we'll go right back to the other video, but we're going to see here. I may have to mark the times. I didn't think about that. Okay, so that's what it looks like before. Okay, so taking over again here. Here's the little break room. You recognize this room. Definitely looks a lot different with all the stuff in here, the way that they've opened in. So here's the view looking back up. what's amazing is they put this stuff up in about 2 weekends. And yeah, it's pretty incredible the amount of work they've done. All right, let's go on. Now over here, directly in front of me, typically you can get into what used to be the Native American Museum. Not so anymore. This is actually screwed in there. They don't open. You can't get in there. So you have to follow this path. Okay, now I'll show you what it looks like prior to, so that you can see what this hallway looked like before. And let's see, we're at 325. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? So as you can see, it's just a great big long empty corridor before. Had the balls marked or trigger objects. You can see my IR cameras up here. Right there is the door that keeps opening by itself. All the way back into the kitchen. So now let's go back up to 325. Close enough. So you have to follow this path for the haunted house. So this is the start of the second part of the haunted house. You can buy a 2-haunt ticket. You can do a Luthor Hall, and then you can do this as well. Pull that through here. Now, can you imagine if I had to drag cable through all this? How tangled up and how it would get caught up. And that's exactly why I don't stream down here. It is because it's just too much to drag cable. And that's why I chose to go ahead and videotape it. And that way you guys can at least see what's going on. This is their vortex. They will have plastic sheeting around the outer edges of this with lights. And it will give you that spinning effect as though you're walking through a portal. And when you go through the portal here, there's the motor that actually runs the whole thing. Step on down. And here we can see the entry into the Native American Museum. However, it's going to be closed off. You won't be able to get back into this part during the haunted house. I just wanted to show you a reference as to where we're at. Come on, focus. Reference to where we're at. The old Tom Stone Inn. Okay. So now we start down the corridor here. Oh, there. So that one will be closed. And they have these airbags, big airbags. I see a lot of people get on their knees and crawl through but you could actually get in and just kind of shimmy through it, sideways through this section. And then you pop out, and of course my camera's right there. You can see the IR light and the camera both. So you come out of here. This is the door that keeps opening by itself. Okay, here we go. Pretty amazing because it's almost impossible for that door to open itself. If you missed it before, all the other times we tried to explain it, that door it's off the hinges, and so it binds real hard and it sticks to the floor when you try to open that door. It drags across the floor, so it's not an easy one to open. but somehow it finds a way to do that, and then it opens by itself. All right, so let's go back. There we are, pretty close. Let's just start it right there. So you come out here. This is the door that keeps opening by itself, the boiler room door. So then you come down this, right? You meet up with all the monks. Now here's the stairwell. If I wanted to bring down my cables like I typically do, I just drop it down through the crack in between here and drop my cable and then just drag it through here. Way too much to get caught up on. So then we'll follow the maze. I'll show you this as we go. Now here I'll show you the kitchen, what it looks like before. Give you an idea of what all this stuff has done now. 626. So this is what it would normally look like, this area. Just a big open area. Back to the meat locker. So let's go back to 626. Up on. So then we'll follow the maze. I'll show you this as we go. So this we go into the maze part. And this is pretty cool. You know, they'll send you around. These doors don't open. This door is actually closed and locked. Because they don't allow you through that section. I'm going to come back through it in a minute. But so then you figure out, oh, okay, I got to go this way. So you come in here, say, well, okay, this is crazy. All right, I'll go this way. Should I go through that door? No, it doesn't open. So you follow this. Well, I can go that way or I can go this way. Let's see where this goes. Dead end. Dead end. Nothing here. Dead end. Okay, there's the chair with the blood on the arms. Okay, when we get into the cafeteria area, I'll explain all that about the chair when we get there. I was able to locate it again. Happy about that. We will put it up in the museum after the haunted house. There's no way to get it out of here now that this is all built around it. So I will save that. So you come up here and you're looking for the door. No, that's not real. Does this go anywhere? No, that's not real. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, okay. So this door opens up again. You go through this door? No, doesn't go nowhere. Come through this way. This way. That doesn't open anywhere. Let's go this way. No. Again, guys, if I was dragging cable, it's impossible. I would get so hung up, and that's why we don't film down here. Okay, now we're back to the meat locker. Let me show you what this looks like typically. And we're at 827. So this is normal before it was set up. This is the electrical room. That's Patty Jo. She was the one that showed me give me my very first tour through the monastery. Now we're coming into the canning room. Okay, we go to 827, I think. $8.27 right there. right now. All right, we're clear back by the meat locker. So inside that room there is the meat locker. And should be able to open that door to show you the meat locker anyway. There we go. There, so you can see the meat locker. All right. So that's where we're at now. Go ahead and close this door back up. Sure, there, hold that. All right. We come through here, and this is the obviously the slaughter room. Sure that lock is locked. Okay, we're in the slaughter room, and you gotta imagine now too. There's my camera. You have to imagine that this has all got the fog going on the floor. There's black lights and flashy fluorescent things, and it's got that creepy vibe about it. And they're playing loud music and making it incredibly spooky. Okay, so here again, what do we got here? We got a black light, I think. Red light. So let me turn off the light real quick. There we go. So that kind of gives you an idea of the vibe down here. Pretty cool. So then it loops you around. We're back in the electrical room now. So you have to go back over here. And they force you over to this way. This is the old electrical room there. And I'll show you pictures of that too. I've got them. Kind of a cool thing. It's been dismantled, but I do have pictures back when it was actually functioning. This used to be the crawl space. That very first room that I brought you into, there was a crawl space there. I crawled through it all the way through to this one here. It took quite a while. It's now concreted underneath that plywood. You can't even crawl through it anymore. When they switched the electrical, they sealed off that passage there, so you can't get through it anymore. So here we are in the canned goods area. Look what they did over here. Okay, let's have a look at the canned good area. And we're at 1125. Come on. So this is what it looks like normally without the haunted house in there. And you come out of that, you come back into the kitchen. That's where the maze is built right now. And then you go into the monks' rest area. So let's go to 1125. About before you get for the next one. Three, actually, all these things like the canned goods area. But look what they did over here. Oh, I forgot about this part. This is a pain in the butt for me. They've got all these things. Now, you got to imagine going through this in the dark, right? So you kind of walk into it and you're all caught up, and then you have to figure out how to get through it. Now, it's dark. I have a light. So I just picked up the bottom and crawled through it. Got three of these babies you have to get through. Okay? Take my hand and hold it for the next one. Three, actually four of them. Okay, you get through these. There we go. We're through them. So we get through all those stretch cords and whatnot. Now we have burrows that are probably moving all about before you get here. So it's gonna let's see what this looks like. Yeah, so you got stuff moving all around back there. And you have to walk through that. Then you come out. And again, this is the canned goods area. Just give you a shot of this. And then I'll give you the comparison shot. Come through this way. Okay, you come through here. You're thinking, all right, let's go this way. Wait a minute. Nope, dead end. Can't go this way. Have to go back this way. So that door I closed. Got jingle bells on it. So I know you're coming. Come through. And they say, thank you, come again. Well, I guess this is the end. Nope, that door doesn't open. Let's go this way. What? We got an outhouse that opens up to a door? No. Wait a minute, it goes this way. Okay. Alright. Door, where am I? Oh no. Okay. This is the part I'm not going to crawl through because I just got no desire to go through it. I don't want to, but you have to crawl through this. There is mattresses on the floor. You have to crawl through it, and I'll show you the other side. But I'm going to take the old man way. This would typically be shut and locked from the outside, so you wouldn't even know that that's there. But I know it's there. So I'm going out this way. Bring me back out and over to this side where we started. Now we'll go through this section and I'll go back to the end of that maze part. And this is where turning on the lights, if it's convenient, I'll turn on the lights. I can figure out how. Alright, then you have this thing that you walk on, but it moves. As you walk on it, it slides around. Okay, come this way. There has to be a plug here somewhere. So that maze, you come out of that maze, then you have to slide in between all these mattresses and stuff. Ugh. And you come out this end of the maze, okay? So that's after you do the big loop-de-loop through the maze. And that's where you have to come through and slide out of it. If you're claustrophobic, you're screwed. Alright, so we're back here. And this is where we would actually continue. I just heard a great big rumble there. Let's see what this does. I think this is the lights here. Now, while we're moving about in here, as I continue, listen for the noises because it became pretty obvious that something was making a lot of racket. Now, I didn't know what it was. I assumed there was people upstairs. You'll hear me comment on it several times, but at the end of this, I'll show you another little video where I'm trying to figure out what the heck all that noise was about. Let's see. Yeah. I'm going to plug it in after this. There we go. Yeah, I'll come back and unplug it. But check this out. Check this out. There's some banging down at the end of the hall here. All right, as we get more adjusted, you'll see the black lighting. Spots on the floor. There we go. Pretty cool effect. Creepy. I'm going to go ahead and unplug these lights. And then we go find out what that noise is out here. Hear that? There's thumping going on. I don't know what that's about. Sounds like it's coming from back here. No idea where that noise is coming from. This is the priest chapel area.
And that's the monks' chapel area, not the priest. The monks.
Okay. This is the top to the tunnel that you have to crawl through to get to the other side. So it goes up there, makes a U-turn, comes back, goes out, and then you have to crawl through the mattresses. Pretty cool. So over there, that's where the confessionals were. If I got a shot of that, I'll show you the comparison.
All right, let's see that comparison. Let's see, we're at 1831.
Okay, so last night when I was investigating, I was drawn into the cafeteria area here with the EVP, SB7 telling me dining room, food, hungry, torture, pain, help me. And as I came in, I came to the chair. Now this chair has been picked up and dropped in the middle of the room while there was several people. There was like 5 people getting ready to move into that doorway we see at the end of the cafeteria here. At that time, I was also out in this hallway and down the hall, and I heard the noise. They thought it was me, I thought it was them, and we couldn't figure out how that chair possibly got picked up and put into the middle of the room. The chair is heavy. It's solid wood. It weighs about, I'm saying 25 pounds or so. It's pretty heavy. So for it to get picked up and dropped in the middle of the floor took us a lot of energy. So what we look at, and last night I noticed when I got called into the room, I was using full spectrum light. Full spectrum will pick up blood. And immediately I was getting a glow right here on both arms of the chair. So now if you look closer, you can see that there's blood stains in this chair that are impermeated into the wood. So it happened a long time ago. You can see it down the side here as well. And then you see it on this side here, on this arm. And you can see the blood down the side, and then it's kind of impermeated into the wood right there. So clearly somebody was in that chair and it was like they were being restrained. They had their wrist tied down or something, and they couldn't move them, and until the point where they had drew blood. Crazy. I don't know anything about the story about that. Don't know if it's just something that possibly we're just manufacturing. Don't know any history about that, but it sure does indicate that somebody was at one time restrained in this chair. So it just adds to the mystery of this chair.
Okay.
Creeping type noises out here. Noises. This is Steve coming from back here. Idea where that noise is coming from. This is the priest chapel area. The term comes back.
The monks at
confessionals. So this would have been,
there we go.
the, of course, the cafeteria. This is where that chair got thrown out into the middle of the room. And it's also where, there must be somebody upstairs. We're directly below the chapel. Which doesn't make sense. At any rate, come through here. This was where they stored the bodies, by the way, is right off over here. This room. There we go. There's got to be somebody upstairs. You hear that? There's stuff. Somebody moving stuff everywhere. Pretty crazy. The body room is back over there. You can't see it. It's behind their wall over here. This way. Let's see what's happening here. All right. Now, could go down here. They probably sealed, but this is where they would come in from the side entry. But let's go down to the potato saw. Let's kind of neat what they've done here, and I'll go ahead and turn on the lights so you can see.
All right, 2021. All right, here, let's show you what it looks like before. So this was before the Halloween, or the haunted house.
All right, guys, we're about to find out how come I can't live stream it.
Okay. Fell asleep at the wheel there. 2021 is where we're looking for.
Go ahead and turn on the lights so you can see what they've done. It's pretty cool. I know the artist done a lot of work down here. Here we go. All right, let me shut this light off. All right, so we're coming through into the potato cellar. They have these lights lit up, and then what you do is everybody loads up on this mining cart in front of us. There we go. Loads up on the mining cart. I'll have to turn on the low light, I guess. There we go. Low light. Then you get on this cart, and they have to push you as you go down. Okay, so like an old mine shaft, and it's pretty cool. Got haunted pumpkins, different lights and stuff. There we go. Pretty creepy. Fun, right? And of course, this door is shut, so when they bring the cart, they slam it into this and it opens up for you. And then you would exit through these doors here from the outside. So that's pretty much the haunted house. But this gives you a very good idea of why I can't bring you down here and do a remote investigation. Now I do have the camera still set up down here, and I could come down and do a session down here in this area with that camera being right there. We can definitely do like a spirit box or a portal or something, a session down here. As you can see, they moved the coffin. It's up on the hospital bed now. We used to set up over here. I don't know why they moved it. They didn't have to. Because obviously they didn't use any of this for the haunted house. So I don't know why they did that. But at any rate, yeah, so that's the haunted house. Let's go back to the stairwell there. I'll head on upstairs. And yeah, we'll finish this up in command. Pretty cool. Again, you guys don't get the full effect of this. You've got to come when the music is screaming, when the fog is covering the floors, when the actors are here jumping out and scaring you, and that sort of thing. That's when you get the full effect. That's when you get the full effect. All right. Across this cart. So let's see if I can turn off these lights. Unplug these. There we go. All right, I'm going to go up to the chapel real quick. See what the heck's getting moved around upstairs. There's obviously somebody else in the building and a lot of noise. Let's see what it's about. All right, guys, that's going to do it for now. Heading up, and I'll see you in command. Okay, that's weird. It sounded like there was furniture being moved around everywhere up here. There's nobody else in the building right now. You guys heard all that, right? Point that out in the video. Unless they're in the library and it echoed. Okay. What was all that furniture being dragged around? What was all that noise about, guys? I was convinced it was happening up here, but obviously I'm the only one in the building. What the hell is doing that? What was all that noise about? Holy shit. This way. Nothing in the sacristy. Let's see if there's anybody out on the street. Sometimes they park up on the side street here and come in that side door. There's nobody out there. What the hell was moving all that furniture? Smell cologne now. I smell cologne, very strong. That's crazy, guys. I don't know where all that noise was coming from. Now I want to go back down and find out. See if we can hear it again. I'm just going to go down there instead. Go down there instead for a minute. Obviously, there's nobody else in the building. Probably just come out that other end. Let's go see if we can. There's nobody else down here. There's nobody in the building. Nobody down here. Let's go back into this. I was convinced they were upstairs moving stuff, so it didn't seem too alarming to me. But now, I don't know what the fuck that is. Let's just sit here a minute. See if we can get. I know what that noise is. I'm just going to grab a chair. Back here. You guys hear that? Somebody is moving something. Sounds like furniture dragging to me. What the hell is making that noise? I see. Okay, I got it. Here we go. We figured it out, guys. Look here. Now watch. Turn off this light. Now watch this. There we go. You see what's happening? There's a water sprinkler out there and it hits the window and it's creating that noise. All right, we figured it out. It's all good. It's all good. No, nothing creepy. Again, nothing creepy. Here we go, here it comes. And there it is. All right, so that's what it is. We got the sprinklers on outside, so that's what's creating noise. All right, well, we debunked that. We figured out what the hell it was. So it's fun for a minute. Good, because yeah, I just assumed, not knowing, I just assumed that it was something going on upstairs and they were moving furniture. Not the case. Not the case, all right. Okay, Mr. Solved, I'll head up to command now for real. So I'll see you guys up there. I'm going to take the long way, I think, back down this way because I got to lock those doors anyways. I'm not going to go through the vortex, I'll go through this way. And just heard that sound again. There are windows. They are widening that side of the building. So, nothing to fear. Nothing to fear. Alright. This door should be open. There we go. Alright. Slime balls. Alright, back up the ramp we go. Alright guys, that's it. I'll see you in command. All right, guys, so there we have it. That's why I can't run my roaming cam downstairs in the basement, as there are obstacles everywhere. But it's kind of fun. It's a very cool place to hang out and have some fun. If I didn't have to stream with the cable, then I would definitely take you guys down there. But just not possible. We've tried that a million times, and that's why everything's hardwired here now, is because it is just insanely difficult to stream in this building. The construction of it, the concrete, the steel studs in the wall, the wire mesh, the 1-inch concrete on each side of the wall. It's just not a good combination for trying to stream off of Wi-Fi or trying to catch a hotspot or something like that. It just doesn't work. So everything's hardwired, including this stream goes directly to the server to try and give me the best quality stream that I can give you guys. As you guys know, it has been a project, but we've got it pretty well ironed out now. And the final link was this awesome computer that Brute Kill got for me, and the mic setup and some of the audio video stuff that Ms. Zombie and Cat's Meow had provided me with. So you guys are awesome. I appreciate all the support and everything that you do for me. It's all great and good. So now it's just a matter of trying to build up my my base here and try to get more of you viewers up here seeing what I'm doing. But it's not that important. I mean, yeah, everybody likes an audience, but boy, I've got a lot of cool stuff. And I know you guys watch the VODs too, so I get that, you know, especially this coming off. This is what, Columbus Day, I guess. So we're coming off a holiday weekend. Everybody's probably fried, doing other things. It's a Monday night, getting ready for the week. So yeah, I get it. But watch the VODs and continue to support me that way. I appreciate it. But that's basically what I have for you tonight. I just wanted to show you why I wasn't going down into the basement. Plus the fact that we do have the haunted house here every Friday and Saturday night now. And by the time they clear the building, they end at 10 o'clock. But by the time they get things put away and actually get out of the building, it's generally 11:30, going on midnight before they're actually done, and it's kind of too late to get out and investigate. So I don't. Simple as that. But yeah, it's been an interesting week, interesting weekend. We've got a lot of fun stuff coming up. A lot of investigations coming up. We'll be doing the hospital, the St. Joseph's Hospital, on the 27th, the 22nd. So keep an eye on that one. We will do like we did the last time. I'll set up probably 4 cameras and a little command center. We'll have 5 with the roaming cam, and then we'll live stream it so that you guys can see what all is going on. We have some interesting people this time that will be along with us, and I don't want to, until everybody gets confirmed, I don't want to tell you who's coming, but there's it's going to be a fun night, I'm sure. So we got that coming up on the 22nd. On the 27th, I have a couple of ladies coming here to investigate. And again, I won't let that cat out of the bag yet and let you know who they are or anything until I get a chance to talk with them a little bit. You've seen them before. You may recognize them from streams in the past. So that's on the 27th. After that, I've got something mid-November here. But in the meantime, I'm trying to set up the old asylum. And that's going to be a treat for you guys. It's going to be an awesome treat for myself and anybody that's included in that investigation. I'm putting together the team now, and it's going to have to be some good, solid investigators for the fact that this building has never been officially investigated ever. Actually, there's 2 buildings, 2 hospitals that were part of the insane asylum back in the day. We will have full access to both of them, and we will be escorted by the police to the tunnel entries, which is the only way to get into these buildings now. It's all been sealed off and boarded up. There's no way to get into the buildings outside of entering through the tunnels. So they'll escort us to the tunnels and then leave us alone. They don't want any part of it. They don't want to go into it. They don't want to join the investigation, but it will be with permission, obviously, that we be in there. And it's never been investigated legally by anyone else. So it's quite an honor. It's going to be a lot of fun, and it should be very, very, very interesting. In all my years of investigating, I've done many hospitals, and I've done nursing homes, and I've done more jails than I care to remember, and prisons and stuff like that. But I've yet to do an asylum. So it's going to be very interesting. And the fact that this was the largest in the state at one time, and it was shut down because of ongoing allegations of abuse. So some pretty horrific things were happening there. And it was open for years and years and years before it was closed down. So it's got a heck of a backstory to it. Again, I'm trying to put together an A team, a small group. It won't be very many of us. And I'm going to try to get that set up and see if I can't get it to happen soon. If not, it may be early spring, because it's getting cold, and it's only going to get colder. And as we start getting into the later winter months, we're starting to roll into November and December. November it's not too ugly in Colorado at this altitude, where, Denver's altitude a mile high. It's not too bad. We'll get some snowstorms through here and whatnot, but generally December, January, and February are the months that you got to look out for. But that doesn't mean that it won't be amazingly cold. That can happen at any time. We'll see what happens, how the weather holds up. If it works out, we'll get it done here in the next month and a half or so. If it doesn't, then it may be all the way into early spring before we actually get to do that one. But I'm working on it, and it's going to be amazing. It will be amazing. And I hope it turns into my top number one most creepy experience ever. The last time I've had a good haunted location was, as everybody knows, the old Jasper Jail in Hamilton County, Florida, up in the Panhandle there. That place was off the charts, and that was definitely one of the most haunted places I've been through, been in years and years. Quite possibly one of the most haunted places, definitely in the top 5, if not the number 1 most haunted location. Because it's been a long time since I've had as many things happen as did that night at the Hamilton County Jail. And it was just Cindy and I. It was an amazing night. It was just crazy. One thing after another. And only from the hours of 2 to 3 o'clock in the morning on one particular night. We were there for 4 nights. But that 1 hour in those 4 days was one of the most amazing experiences that I'd ever had. Now, prior to that, we did how you doing? Dren Malcolm. How are you? Thanks for the raid, man. Thank you for the raid. Yeah, prior to that, how you guys doing tonight? You, good. All right. Yeah, it's been an awesome night here. Pretty quiet, nothing going on. I was just going over some video that I had taken earlier today to try and give you an idea what the basement looking like with the haunted house set up down here at the monastery. And then going over what I've got up and coming and some pretty amazing stuff I'm looking forward to, and you guys should too, because it's going to be pretty crazy, some of the stuff that we're doing. I was just referring to the insane asylum that we'll be doing. Hopefully it'll be in the next month and a half. If not, as I was saying, it could lead into the spring. But we do have the St. Joseph's Hospital that we'll be investigating on the 22nd, so about 2 weeks away. And then we have, after that, on the 27th and the following week, on Thursday night, I've got 3 ladies going to be here that, and we'll investigate the monastery here. And yeah, so that's what I immediately have planned as far as paranormal investigating. I've got some other things I'm kind of playing with. I've gotten onto TikTok and been messing with TikTok, building some videos and stuff there, little clips and whatnot. I'm an old guy, all these new tricks, but Axe Batch, he's my son. You see him over here. He oftentimes he'll moderate my streams for me, that and Cat's Meow, and he'll moderate for me. Says, Dad, you got to get on TikTok. You got to do that TikTok thing, and that's the only way people are going to find out who you are and what you do. And so, yeah, I'm a TikToker. Trying to be at any rate. So it's a lot of fun. If you haven't been here before, whoever joined with you when you gathered the stream, I can show you what the building looks like here real quick. So we'll go to and we'll actually go to the cameras downstairs first, and I'll explain the building as we go. All right, so we got the main entry here into the monastery. Front door, that way I can see anybody that comes into the front door here. You come up these stairwells here, and it takes you up actually this is the ramps. It'll take you up to the second floor, or you go through this first door over here, and it'll take you down into the basement. Come through that, then you enter the hallway. This hallway here is the administration offices. You go through the next set of double doors up here. And you end up in this section here through the hallway. You continue up the hallway, takes you up towards the chapel. Chapel is up in this area here. Then you have the priest dining room and the sacristy and the library back off in there. Right here is also the stairs that go upstairs. You'll see here in a second, upstairs or to the library. So that's this section here. So these go up to my command center. I'm on the second floor. There's nobody in the building right now. I'm the only one in the entire building. Go through these double doors. That takes you into the library. And then you can take the stairs and go downstairs to the basement. You go the opposite way, and you end up in this hallway. This takes you into the sacristy, the priest dining, actually the abbot's bedroom. And then these are two doors here and here that go into the chapel. And then some business offices. Now I'll take you to the other cameras, and you can see, I'll show you those entries real quick. So let's go into the chapel. So those are those double doors that I was just referring to. They come out of that hallway. The sacristy is directly across the hallway here. The abbot's bedroom is off on the other side of this wall over here. Then we have the sacristy, as I said. This is basically the dressing room for all the priests, the choir boys, the altar boys, and stuff like that. Now, where we're at, guys, if you don't know, we're at the Holy Cross Abbey Monastery in Canyon City, Colorado. This has long since been desanctified. It is basically an abandoned building. They do have visitors during the daytime, but at night there's nobody in here but me. Most of the time, I'm the in-house paranormal investigator here, so I spend a lot of time just hanging out. You'll see in the camera here real quick, I'll show you. This is my command center. And then, of course, you can see it on my webcam here as well. Turn that on. There we go. There we go. So this is my command center I have set up. It's pretty nice. I've got, as you can see, I've got 3 different monitors here with all the cameras and stuff. And it's kind of my nerve center, control center. I do have a roaming cam out in the hallway that you don't see in this as well. Let me switch this back. There we go. Roaming cam, let me pop it up. It'll show up in this corner. Roaming cam is right here. There we go. Now this is something that I'll go out in the hallway real quick and I'll move it around, but I take it with me, and it's also got audio connected to it. Anyways, this is my roaming cam here, so I can take this wherever I want to take it, move it around, you can see me wherever I go, and then it does have, as I said, it does have audio, and then if I turn on my lighting here, you see there I've got plenty of light that I can cast out. Turn on my IR light or full spectrum. So that's what you see there. Alrighty then. So yeah, that's my roaming cam. Shut that off here real quick. And then let's see what else I got. We'll get this resized. So also on the first floor, we have the library here. You can see here. So this is the parlor back over here. And then this was the priest dining room over here. And this was the library. And the parlor viewing room, this is where, if I go back to this camera here, right here, this is the parlor and viewing room right there. So if I click on this again, you go through that door, and this is where you end up. You can also go back in the hallway over here through this door here. And then we got the chapel, of course. And these cameras are set up on the balcony. And let's see. This is down in the bell tower, looking down the hallway to the second floor here, to where my command center is. You can see that camera from my roaming cam set down in the center of the hallway there. Then you have the fourth floor. This is on the south end. Fourth floor, north end, looking south. Third floor, looking to the north. And then totally opposite end of the hallway where I'm at right now is down at the ramp end. You can see the ramps here. That's the classroom. And then I have a room right next door for my guests. If they come, they got a place to set their equipment up and do that kind of thing. And that's pretty much everything that I have cameras on and where I have them placed. So if you didn't, if you are interested in the paranormal type stuff, I do at least one live investigation a week, either here or somewhere else. And a lot of times, most of the time, in fact, I'm doing stuff solo, just because I'm here and by myself. So if you're interested in this kind of thing, keep an eye on my post. Don't forget to follow, and you'll get notifications when I start streams. Check out, see what I'm doing that particular day. If you like what I'm doing, hang out and be a part of it. If you don't, then go watch something else, go do something else, and then come back and check the next time you see a notification up, because there's a good chance I'll be doing something totally different. I'm a full-time RVer, so I do a lot of traveling. Lately, haven't been because of the price of gas, just kind of laying low here. But I also do metal detecting and fishing and abandoned exploration. So I do a variety of different things, and if again, if you like what I'm doing, then check it out. If not, then move on and come back later. I do some other things too. Sometimes I love photography, so I'm just editing photographs, and I'll show you what I know with Lightroom and show you some tricks and stuff like that. We also have special guests I do interviews with and whatnot. So I'm kind of a variety streamer. I don't really, actually, I know Twitch is a gamer's channel. I know how to play one game. And I'm actually pretty decent with it, but that's GTA 5. Nobody plays GTA 5, and that's kind of my game. And actually, I haven't played in a couple of months now, but that's one that I enjoy playing. At any rate, for gaming, that's it. I played Phasmophobia, and I played a few different games. There's a few of them I'm interested in. I really just don't have time. I stay pretty busy doing other things, so I don't spend a whole lot of time gaming. But at any rate, I got several YouTube channels. You can check out all my social media, check out, see what I do. And again, hopefully you'll give me a follow. I'll earn your follow, and hopefully I'll earn your follow stream after stream, and you'll continue watching me. With that, tonight I think what I'm going to do is I want to go over and show you why I wasn't streaming in the basement. Now, after watching the video, you guys should have a complete understanding as to, how difficult it would be. All that cable getting caught up in every nook and cranny would be almost impossible. But now you saw it. And plus the fact that you get to see what the building looks like in the daytime, and it's a whole lot different look to it than when I'm doing stuff at night. So that was good too. But tonight I think I'm going to wrap this part up. I think I will. You guys seem to like it when I left the stream going all night long, and you guys just kind of monitor the hallways and whatnot. I'm going to do that again. And I'll go ahead and grab, well, I got it right here. I'll go ahead and turn on this app again. You guys can listen to the app, and along with watching the cameras. And if you see anything, go ahead and put something in the comments over here. I'll check it out. I will be out in the RV, and I'll check the stream from time to time and see what's going on. And if I see a comment or something, I'll be happy to try to respond. But you guys seem to like this the last time, so let's do it again. Turning on this. Just leave this one play here all night long. And it'll probably be some time before I get back down here to turn this off. So, in fact, it'll be tomorrow, probably around noon, before I get back up here. All right, let's see what I got. Here we go. We're going to go with that app again. Trying to get it started here. I don't know what that thump was. That was a pretty solid thump, though. I don't see anything in the cameras. No movement anywhere. Don't know what that was. Big thump. All right. Get that app going. Okay. All right, here we go, guys. All right, I'm just gonna let her go. Just let it play.
In danger.
In danger. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this on full view here. All right.
How?
And I'm going to try to get this roaming cam. There you go. All right, we're going to leave that just like it is. That's what you guys get a look at. And that's going to do it for me, guys. I'm going to call it a night. I'm going to go ahead and probably end this stream and start a whole nother segment for just running the cameras by itself. And that way I can clip this first part. Sin. Okay. Below. All right, guys, I'm going to end this and I'm going to restart it under a different name. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you when I see you. Good night, everybody.